All right, let's talk about a little bit of Trump campaign drama spilling over. This is an interesting one. Put this up on the screen from The Guardian. They say Trump was reportedly seeking 2024 campaign role for far-right activist Laura Loomer. Ex-president has told aides to hire the failed congressional candidate. That is according to a New York Times report. So Laura Loomer, for those that, I don't know, Sagar, you might do a better job describing her. She's definitely out there, very vocal figure. She ran for Congress twice and lost.
Yes.
She's been pretty clear about some relatively unsavory views, in my opinion. She previously described herself as pro-white nationalism, claiming there's a difference between white nationalism and white supremacy. And a lot of liberals and left-wing globalist Marxist Jews don't understand that. Those were her words. In that same conversation, she said the U.S. really was built as the white Judeo-Christian ethno-state, essentially. So those are some of the type of comments that she has engaged in previously. So Trump was apparently likes her, though.
Yes.
Because
he
she's
likes
loyal.
Her because she is loyal to him in a religious way. I don't think people can really understand what Loomer dedication to Trump is. In terms of all the stuff that she said, here's the thing about Laura Loomer. She is a provocateur, and she is all about attention. That is all she has ever wanted. I mean, she's
gotten it.
Do you remember this? Whenever she chained herself to Twitter HQ, with the handcuffs in New York City to be like, "Please restore my account." She was one of the originally completely deplatformed people. The only interaction I've ever had with Laura Loomer is when she went after me for not believing in QAnon, which was a fun thing.
Oh yeah, that's right. She's a big Q person too, right?
She flirted with Q.
Okay.
Look, here's the other thing. I don't even take clowns like this seriously. What I do take seriously is when Trump wants to hire somebody like Laura Loomer. And the reason why is obvious, and I think this is something that so many people need to understand about Trump. One of the reasons he debases people is because he forces people who are serious to twist themselves into knots to try and justify his most batshit insane instincts, specifically like on Dominion and Stop the Steal, right? So that's why people do high IQ stuff. They're like, well, if you Pennsylvania election law, it's like, nah, that's not what he's saying. He's saying that the Chinese literally stole the election.
And it's like, how are you going to high IQ? You're like dinner with Kanye West and Nick Fuentes. Or like high IQ wanting to hire Laura Loomer as like a serious campaign role.
And the reason why I want someone like Laura Loomer is attacked. Anything the man does, she will defend it. He could contradict himself completely. She would defend it. He could go the other way. She would defend it. That's everything that she does is all about just a religious faith and defense of Trump. She almost looks at him like a Jesus than she does like Trump. I'm sure that she'll come after us for the segment. I don't.
Whatever. That's fine. So we're not the only ones who have some issues with Laura Loomer. Marjorie Taylor Greene, not a fan, making it very clear after this report came out. Put this up on the screen. She shared the New York Times reporter, a screenshot of the New York Times report about him moving to hire Laura Loomer. That was the headline here. She says, Laura Loomer, this Marjorie Taylor Greene, is mentally unstable and a documented liar. She cannot be trusted. She spent months lying about me and attacking me just because I supported Kevin McCarthy for Speaker. And after I refused to endorse her last election cycle, she loves the alleged FBI informant and weirdo Nick Fuentes. She tried to get hired on the Yay campaign after the infamous Mar-a-Lago dinner, but Kanye West refused to hire her, so now she's running to Trump. Never hire or do business with a liar. Liars are toxic and poisonous to everything they touch. I will make sure he, being Trump, knows. All right, so that was shots fired from Marjorie Taylor Greene. Apparently, I guess the fallout here really, because they had been kind of buddy-buddy before. I guess the fallout here was over the whole Kevin McCarthy situation, and there were shots taken at Marjorie Taylor Greene from Laura Loomer. Laura responds, let's put this up on the screen, MTG, the only liar is you. You hired the foreign national who set up the dinner at Mar-a-Lago, and you spoke at AFPAC, where you were more than happy to embrace Fuentes. Ye asked me to work on his campaign, and I said no because I told him I endorsed Donald Trump, but I support his right to free speech. You were a liar. And then there's all kinds of stuff here. I don't even know what she's talking about. You have a British foreign national who openly attacks President Trump every day working for you and living in Rome, Georgia. I have the receipts. I have screenshots of you telling me you want me in Congress, you're going to endorse me. You only changed your mind once you made deals with McCarthy. You're a disloyal liar. You're working with someone who said he wanted to make Trump miserable by setting him up at Mar-a-Lago. Here you are on video in case I need to refresh your memory. So
yeah, this is pretty interesting all the way around. I mean, she also also went after her for allegedly having an affair and being embarrassing. I mean, this is one of those Iran-Iraq war situations where it's like, I wish both sides the best of luck.
Laura Loomer went on for like 12 more tweets, by the way. This is like not the end of it.
At the end of the day, I don't think Trump will hire her because MTG is such a loyal ally and is probably more important to the move. But this just gives people an idea. Like, there is nobody out of bounds for Trump. If you're willing to speak out for him, literally no matter who you are, he'll be like, yeah, I think he's a good guy. Or she's a good girl. Like, I'll hire her for the campaign. And, you know, I was thinking about, I think Richard Hanani or somebody tweeted this out. Laura Loomer actually would be a good spokesperson for Trump. You need somebody who is willing to defend literally everything that you say in a religious way. So, like, put morals, I guess, and all of that aside. Yeah, she actually would be great at this job. So in a way, I'm like, yeah, she deserves it. I think we all do. If we deserve Trump, then we deserve Laura Loomer.
It was a reminder to me of like just because Trump has been, he's been pretty on his political game lately. Like, put aside indictments, it's not great for him. It's good for him in the Republican primary, but I think ultimately, you know, there's polling that shows most Americans think he just did it. The most Americans support him being charged. Like, they think there's there. So not great for him for a general election. But he's made some very smart political moves recently. Talking about Social Security and Medicare, you know, like his messaging, the way he's really sort of completely undercut the potential DeSantis campaign before months from DeSantis even announcing. I mean, he's made some savvy strategic political moves. This whole episode just reminds me of, man is way too online, like some of his greatest like personal failings and why it is that, you know, he lost re-election, why it is that under him, Republicans did not do well in 2018. And then 2022, he like really depressed what they were able to achieve as well. And why you still, even with Joe Biden being not that popular, you still wouldn't say that like Trump's like a shoo-in for the White House because this kind of stuff just happens under him all the time.
Yep, you are correct, Crystal. This is something that is baked into Trump. There's no getting around it. Period, zero. This is it. So, you know, if you support him, this is part of it.
This is what you get.
You should just be honest about that. There are a lot of people who are like, look, on balance, you know, this is still something I'm willing to put up with. The left has their own kooks that they have, you know, the luggage guy, or girl, whatever the guy is. You know, it's like, this is how it is, but at least just be real about what you're getting into, because that's what's happening.
Hey guys, ready or not, 2024 is fully upon us now, and Sagar and I have been brainstorming ways that we can really up our game for this critical election.
Yeah, we rely on our premium subs to expand our coverage, to add staff, to upgrade the studio. We just want to give you the best independent coverage of this election, which is possible. So if you can help us out, become a premium subscriber today, breakingpoints.com, or the link is down here in the description video. It really means the world to us, and if you like what we're all about, this is the best possible way to keep us 100% independent, working only for you.